one step at a time.
My name is Florence Onuma. I am the anchor of Lifereals. Lifereals was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things up.
Don't need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
I'm going
think
to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I have been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. There's depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Lifereals, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Lifereals is here to help you.
no need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
Hello, Lifereals family. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is me wishing you happy Sunday. Depends on where you are watching from. My name is Florence Onuma, and I'm your anchor for Lifereals. How has the week been? Beautiful. Whoa, praise God, praise God. We are alive and grateful, right? Welcome to our Sunday Tonic. Welcome to our family meeting. Welcome to this conversation that we decide to talk about it because Lifereals was created to form a community of like minds who are here and willing to be each other's burden. Here we come to talk about what bothers us. We come to talk about what we overcame, like testimonies, how God turned our lemons into lemonade. We come to encourage people. We come to give a shoulder for people that want to lean on to be able to lean. That is what Lifereals is all about. And I'm sure you that has connected today, you know why we are always gathering. So I want you to do the needful as usual. I want you to tell your neighbors, your friends, your relations, your whatever to connect. Share the link, share the link, share the link. Lifereals is on. I always tell you the more the merrier. Share the link. Let's come together and listen to today's story titled Tough Decision. Tough decision. There comes a time in life when you are caught up with certain issues that you really, really need to take some very drastic decisions, and you need help. So the writer today needs our help to be able to make this very tough decision. So let's connect from everywhere. Lifereals is being watched from all over the world. People are writing from all over the world, and we are really making impact. Okay, so share the link before we can go into the story. You see, last week we talked about the story of a lady that wrote us from Italy. Yeah, Italy, Chiara. I think she titled her story My Childhood Scar. We talked about how her father abused her siblings and her mom, so much so that the man gave her a scar. Okay, so I need to know what's wrong with this dress. Have you guys noticed I'm losing so much weight? Hey, God, the dress, all the hang from my neck. Child. Okay, this way. They say lose weight, we are losing weight. So the father gave her a scar. I think she said she dislocated her hips, and then that pain keeps occurring, and then injured the mom. And now the mother and the father are divorced, and the the lady in question is afraid of getting married because she feels like every woman will be like her dad. And she's asking us, what do you want me to do? How can I overcome this fear? She really wants to get married, but she has a phobia for men because her father has instilled the fear of men in her life. And I remember we told her that we should begin by forgiving the dad and by seeing a therapist. Yes, forgiveness is the spiritual therapy she needs. And then if she's having that post-traumatic syndrome, she see a therapist, specialist in that field. They will talk to her, and then she will get, she'll get over from the fear. Because actually, the truth be told, not every man is like the dad. There are good men out there, tons of good men out there. So she cannot say because the daddy, was a drunk, and then every man is a drunk. No, not everyone is a drunk. And I told her too that drunkenness is more of a spiritual problem, that she should, as a born again now, she should pray for her dad so that he can be delivered from the spirit of drunkenness. And she also can be delivered from fear, because all these are spirits, right? So that is what we did last week. I hope you still remember. And I know that Chiara is working on herself and also on forgiving her dad. So please share the link before we delve into today's story. Share the link before we go into today's story. A lot of people are waiting to hear what. Okay, Ifenyinwa Ibekwe, thank you for connecting. Thank you, Adenika Agbola. Thank you for connecting with Lifereals, with Florence Onuma. Thank you. I appreciate you for connecting with us today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let every other person connect, please. Each one tell one. Connect. Let's go. All right, so we are still on the birthday challenge. Yeah, we are still on the birthday challenge. And today, fortunately, is the last day of the challenge. The last challenge will be given today. And then by next week, we're already collating. By next week, result will come out. Next week is the result will come out before Sunday next week, and the giveaway will be next week. I know we'll have a full house next week. So we are going to post the people that won before the week runs out. And then we are going to, we'll be so glad to do the giveaway. Right. So it's not too late. You can actually go back to the previous challenges and start playing. You can go back and start playing. You can invite someone. They can go back. All the challenges are right there on Lifereals walls. You can go back and start playing. Overtaking is allowed. You can start today and you still overtake those that have been there playing for the past 7th week. So please try and get this cake money. Not everybody will win, but if you participate faithfully, you are going to win something. So before the end of today's show, I'm going to post the last challenge for this birthday giveaway. So be on ground to make sure you get it and to make sure you jump on it. Okay? So please share the link. Okay, Lolo Constance Lepati, thank you for joining. Eluche Christopher, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining from Lagos. Lolo Constance joining from Maryland, USA. Thank you so much for joining. Each one tell one. We are still waiting for more people to join. Please get in touch with them. Tell them that Lifereals is on. They should come and let's marry together. Let's see what this tough decision is about. Okay? So, Lisa Onyabo, thank you for joining. Taxi, thank you. Lisa brought you, thank you. Olufinka Folabi, thank you for joining Lifereals with Florence Onuma. Okay, so while we are waiting for other people to come in, We are waiting for other people to come in. We need to be very, very mindful of the things that are happening these days. We need to be very security conscious of the happenings around us. When you go out and you don't have any business staying out late, try and go back home early. We don't say that bad stuff don't happen during the day, but the night is always very mischievous when it comes to bad things happening, because people commit more atrocities, in the night. So especially if you're in Nigeria, please make sure that you finish your business on time and go home. You don't have to stay out late. And for those that are getting, acquainted with people that they don't know or people they meet on social media, please be careful. The days are evil. My dad used to say the days are evil. That was like, my dad passed like, say, almost 40 years ago. Yeah. And then he was saying the days are evil. When my dad was saying the days are evil, the days were actually very good. But now are really, really evil days. And I expect you to be security conscious, especially our young girls and young boys. Be security conscious. Whether you are driving, whether you are in a commuter bus, whether you are Uber, please be alert. Be alert. Don't take anything for granted. People you don't know, don't be too fast to make friends with people you don't know, because the days are evil. I just wanted to chip in that before we continue. Chinyere Geraldine, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. God bless you all. God bless you for joining Lifereals. I'm going to be jumping into the story because I want us to have enough time. So please, I'm waiting for you guys to connect to more people, share the link to more people. We are not much, but I wanted to share the link to more people so that we can delve into the story for today. Tough decision. Okay?
Lifereals with Florence Onuma. One step at a time.
My name is Florence Onuma. I am the anchor of Lifereals. Lifereals was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things up.
Don't need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
I'm going
think
to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I have been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There's depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Lifereals, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Lifereals is here to help you.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
One step at a time. No need to worry. Everything will be all right. That is what our theme song says. And that is what I tell you every day on Lifereals. Life comes with a lot of challenges. But you know what they say about tough times don't last, but tough people do? You need to toughen up, because no situation lasts forever. There's always an expiry date for every situation. So don't give up on yourself. Don't think you are all by yourself. Whatever you're going through, there are 1,001 people that are going through similar issues. And that is why we want to bring them on Lifereals, so that when they come and tell you how they were able to survive, then you will know that that situation is not peculiar to you. One step at a time, one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. Forget what you see on social media. Forget what you see out there. Everybody is covering something. You see, this dress that we wear is covering a lot. People are only able to manage their issues better. When you see people with all their makeup and all their glamour, they are covering something. I can tell you for free. So don't kill yourself and say, oh, I saw Mama Florence, she's looking this, she's looking. Do you know what I'm carrying on my shoulder? Do you know what my own issues are? Okay? If you see your friend all glammed up and everything, do you know? You see, well, that's why they have a foundation. You just use the foundation and cover all the, put eyeshadow, put this, put powder, wear some beautiful hair, and you come out, you're smiling. Some people, once they get home, they take all those things off, they go into crying. Even some people we think are rich, the rich also cries. I was listening to a one man of God today. He said that for a poor man, when you give a poor man money, money can actually solve a poor man's problem. But a rich man's problem, money cannot solve it. It's only God that can solve it. That's why they say the rich also cries. So if your problem is money, then small matter. Once you have money, that problem is solved. There are some people that have money and money cannot solve their problem. So I just want you to understand that everybody have their own measure of problem. Don't kill yourself because you feel, oh, God didn't forget anybody. God has given everybody a measure of grace. Don't give up on yourself and don't give up on God, because God will not give up on you. I want to use that as our word for today, that everybody is covering something. No one single human being will come and tell you, my life is, everything is beautiful. Let me even crack you up a little bit. Somebody said, somebody pied himself because he had no problem. Somebody pied himself because he said life was boring. He had no problem. So he pied himself. So have you not seen that the challenges you have, they are motivations for you to live? Because when you conquer one, you're like, yeah, I did it. Then you face another one, you conquer it. Yeah, so life is exciting. The challenges makes life exciting, makes you feel like you're a human being, make use of your brain. But when everything is, at your beck and call, money is everywhere, you can solve it, life becomes boring. After making money and buying all the cars and building all the houses, what else? Especially without God, life becomes boring. So why that guy pied himself is because he had no God. Because God fills every vacuum. So he had a lot of vacuums in his life that he didn't know how to fill them, and money could not fill them. So he decided, you know what, this life is just vanity upon vanity, and they're chasing after the wind. And then he just said to end it up. So please, don't buy yourself. Life is a challenge, and the challenge is what makes life interesting. All right? Having said that, let's jump to this story. Okay, let me welcome Mr. Godfrey Eluche is here. Welcome, sir, to Lifereals. Stella is here. Mr. Godfrey, are watching from Lagos. Stella is here all the way from Nuremberg, Germany. Rosemary Ubona, you're watching from Lagos. Thank you, my Global Lifereals family. God bless you all for connecting. Let's continue to share the link. Share the link. I'm going to go to the story now. And the story is posted on the wall of Lifereals. You can read along with me as I read, okay? Tough decision. Hello, Miss Florence of Lifereals. My name is Annabelle. I have lived for okay, hello, Miss Flo. I hope I'm reading the right story here. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Hello, Miss Florence of Lifereals. My name is Annabelle, a caregiver living in Australia. I have lived here for over 15 years. 7 years ago, I got into a relationship with a guy called Benson. He told me he was from Sierra Leone, but I was later to find out that he wasn't, plus other deceitful stunts he pulled. Anyway, that is a story for another day, Lifereals. I got pregnant with a child along the line and gave birth to my son, Victor. I stopped working for about 6 months to win my baby. And during that postnatal period, I saw help from Benson, who has moved in to assist me with nursing our baby. He could barely provide for us, yet abandoned duties to me. It dawned on me it was all about the cash I provided initially and the comfort. At Victor's 1 year birthday's anniversary, he would tell me I wasn't doing anything extraordinary during an argument. He went further to say that other women did better. So I told him to go and find those other women who did better. I couldn't go back to a paid job immediately, but I continued with some online jobs I was previously engaged in for survival. Presently, I am married, which brings me to the discussion I'm tabling before you. Now, I started dating this Polish man. His name is Brendan. He was cool with Victor and treated him nicely. We got married and have a son together. Victor was excited he has a younger brother. Brenda was an IT guru and had a good job. At home, he was a good father and husband. On, on that very one that every woman would wish for. We switched slots at caring for the boys because I had a flexible work schedule, so I could return to my caregiving job easily. Things were great until about 5 months ago when I noticed he was behaving strangely. I asked him what the mood swing was all about. He maintained nothing. Things gradually started moving from cool to cold until he told me to find another home for Victor, that he was done looking after someone else's child. I thought you and Victor were great. I asked him. You have to make that decision. We have to take Victor and let's continue our journey together or make a choice. Brendan continued. How on earth in a foreign country would he expect me to give up my child? A minor for that matter. I tried to explain to him I wasn't going to take my child back to Kenya, my heritage, for any reason, and requested to know why this sudden decision. Victor is bullish, and I can't cope with his temperament with our son, William, said Brenda. Bullish? It's 6 years old and 3 years old. Brothers? This is a tough decision for me to make, I replied Brenda, because I can't let go either of you. Besides, they are brothers. Weeks passed, and I thought this joke would pass too, but he maintained he would move out of my home if I didn't take that decision. And he started staying out. For God's sake, how can I send my son back to home, back home to family in Kenya? My husband was cool with him earlier, so what changed? What has gotten over my angel? I'm thinking of moving out of the house if this continues. He knew I had an extra baggage from the onset. So why the sudden change? Suddenly, Benson begins to communicate with me, saying he wanted to be in touch with a son he abandoned for other women. Could this have something to do with him? I'm confused. Please advise me on what to do, because I can't give my child to Benson with his irresponsibility, and I simply can't send him home. Brendan is being giving me cold shoulder, and things are falling apart. Whoa. Our sister is writing from Australia. Her name is Annabelle. She's writing from Australia. She says she's a caregiver in Australia. She met a guy and named Benson, who said he was from Sierra Leone, later to find out that he wasn't. They had a child together and they were doing good together, taking care of the child together. All of a sudden, Benson started showing some traits, and eventually said, because the money wasn't coming, because Annabelle was a caregiver and Annabelle had to nurse her baby. Like, when you have a baby abroad, there's no sister, there's no cousin, there's no auntie, unless you're able to bring your mom to help with your mugo. You have to learn to do things yourself. So she had to stay off job to take care of her son, and Benson was helping her. But along the line, apparently when the money wasn't coming like it used to, Benson was no longer interested in that relationship because it was all about the money. So he moved out to other women that would give him what he wanted. Then along the line again, Annabelle met and fell in love with a Polish man, Brendan. Apparently told Brendan that she has a child named Victor from another man. And Brendan didn't mind from what she said. And they got married and they had another baby, a boy, making it 2. They became a blended family, and it was cool. But along the line, Brendan didn't want to see Victor anymore. He wanted Annabelle to either take Victor back to Kenya or take him out of the house for them to continue. What was his reason? Victor was bullying his own son, William. And he expected that Annabelle would take Victor out of the house for them to continue marrying, or else he was going to end the relationship. Now, this woman is caught between her loving husband and her loving son. Indeed, it's a tough decision. It is a tough decision. She says she doesn't want to let go either of them, and I don't blame her. What's his name? Brendan is the husband, and they have a child together. And Victor is the son. And that's the only person Victor has in the whole wide world. So what is Brendan going to do? What is Annabelle going to do? That's the question. What do you advise Annabelle to do? Do you advise Annabelle to take Victor back to Kenya to stay with her people while she continues with Brendan as a marriage? Or do you think she should stick to her gun and say, no, I'm going to stay with my son, no matter what happens? I need your responses in the comment section. I need your advice. Annabelle is watching. Annabelle wants to know, if you're in Annabelle's shoes as a woman, what will you do? If you're Annabelle's brother, what will you advise her to do? If you're Annabelle's sister, what will you advise her to do? If you're Annabelle's mom or dad, what would you advise Annabelle to do? Remember, the life of a young child, Victor, is involved, and her marriage is also on the line. And there's also a young child called William, who is also in the picture. It's a tough decision for Annabelle to make. Please, I want your comments in the comment section. If you were in Annabelle's shoes, what will you do? Comments, please. Don't just log in and watch me. I want your contributions, please. Please, please, please. Okay? Gerard, okay. All right, the comments are beginning to come in. They're beginning to come in. Adenika Agbola said, never judge a book by its cover until you read its content. Very true. Lisa, true. Mr. Godfrey Liche, good evening, Lifereals family. Thank you for connecting with us. Thank you. Stella, hi, pretty. Thank you. Oh, Okay. Victoria, Dr. Victoria Buji, watching from Lagos. No, Victoria. Okay, Victoria, watching from Lagos. Thank you for connecting. Dr. Victoria Buji say, Annabelle, please, and please stay away from that man. He doesn't love you, honestly. That's what Dr. Victoria Buji is saying. That Annabelle should stay away from that man. The man doesn't love her. Dr. Buji, can you expatiate a little bit more why you think the man doesn't love Annabelle? Lisa Oyabo, this is really a tough decision. Yeah. Geraldine, just believe in God for an answer. Yeah. Geraldine, he's just taunting the woman. Hold on to your marriage and believe in God. Annabelle, I can't advise you to send Victor back. William is your son too. Still, I talk to him and put in prayer because there is nothing God cannot do. Very true. Rita Nsofo said, Dear Annabelle, if I'm in your shoes, I will first find out if Benson has anything to do with this new development. But if he has nothing to do with it, please, I will advise you to stand with your boy. Okay, what are you saying? Stand with your boy. Brenda can go if that's his wish, but your tender son needs you most. But if Benson has something to do with this, please see how you can warn him seriously to stay away from your family, else you'll report him to the authorities. My dear Annabelle, your boy needs you most. All the best. Yeah, okay. This is really tough decision for Annabelle. I'm watching from where? Chidema Providence Obona, watching from Port Harcourt. Thank you so much for connecting. So, Lifereals family. Yeah, a couple of who have said, Annabelle, please, Dr. Woody says, stay away from that man. Because a man that is telling you in a foreign land to get rid of your 6 years old child, for me, it's a no-no. It's a no-no for me. Your 6 years old child. Where does he expect you to keep the child? He has a son with you. I mean, well, okay. Other people are saying, find out if there's an underlying factor that is making him behave that way. Maybe is Benson threatening him? Find out. But it's not proper. It's not proper for you to take your 6 years old. Remember, he's a guy. That boy will end up being a guy. And when you reject your son because of a man, that man can still leave you. He can still leave you. He can still abandon you. But your child will not. But if you reject your son, because if you take that child back to Kenya because your husband said so, when that child grows up, you have an enemy in that child. Trust me. And the worst enemy you can have is your child. It's going to, the pain will haunt you for the rest of your life. So if somebody is advising you to get rid of your 6 years old child so that you can be married to him, it's a no-no for me. It's a no-no for me. Okay, Annabelle, please stay away from that man. Okay, Lord of Constance says, Annabelle, please stay away from that man. Don't leave your son because that man will come up with another excuse. That's exactly what I'm saying. That man can still come up tomorrow and say, I am no longer interested. Now you have sacrificed your son because of him. You have sacrificed your son because of him. Now he will come up tomorrow now and tell you, oh, you used to be slim, now you're fat. Or you used to be fat, now you're slim. They come with the flimsiest excuses if they want to leave. So stick to your son. Don't leave the home for him. If he doesn't feel comfortable with you and your son, he can leave. Let him be the one to walk off, but don't walk off. Stella Isaiah from Germany said, I have a feeling Victor's father has something to do with this, but if not, the man doesn't love her. She should move on with her sons. Rosemary Bona say, Annabelle, run, oh, how can he ask you to send your son home to Kenya? No be juju. No be juju be that. Is it that he is making the younger son feel they are not the same in your absence. I don't even know what. I don't even know what to advise right now. If it's not violent, still tarry with until he decides to pull out by himself. Exactly. If there's no abuse going on, if there's no abuse going on, just stay there. If he doesn't want to marry again, stay there. Let him be the one to walk off. But on no account must you leave your 6 years old child. If the child is 18 or 20, you can say, okay, abroad, when children get to 18, 20, 21, they can live by themselves. Even at that, not on account of the fact that your husband doesn't want to see him. It's not like you hid the boy from him. He knew that he had a child. So if afterwards he comes to say, oh, I don't want, where does he expect the child to go? This one said not be story. Okay, Geraldine said that is not pure love. Move on with your children. Jimmy Fonubong said, Annabelle, the man doesn't deserve you. Let him go. That's not love. Rosemary Obuna, as for the brand Benson or Hedges, so can someone tell Rosemary to just leave me alone? Rosemary Obuna, he said, as for the Benson and Hedges man, give him a clear-cut warning to stay clear of. I don't think Benson, he didn't tell us that Benson has any part to play in it. Benson has worked now. Benson is looking for women that have money. So Benson is obviously a gigolo and has nothing, I don't think it has anything to do with this. You understand? Some men just feel that when you they know that a woman is a mother of a child or some children, and they go ahead to marry. When you're marrying a woman that has a child, for crying out loud, as long as you're in the know of it, you are marrying that woman and her children. That's what it is. You are marrying the woman and her children. So it cannot be heard that you will come out and say, I don't want to see those kids. If you're tired, you take a long walk. You don't have a business to separate mother and child. Do you even know what they share together? Umbilical cord. Really? Umbilical cord. Their life is tied together. You think, I'm not going to take a miss you. So men are they're just impossible. And I don't know. Some of them just feel, I don't know. Let me just have your comment in the comment section, please. Let the comment keep coming, please. Let it keep coming. Let it keep coming. Let the comment keep coming, please. Brenda, what's his name? Annabelle, writing from Australia, had a child before marriage, and the man is aware that she has a child, a son. And now that in the marriage with the man, they have another son. And now the man is saying, Annabelle, take this child away from this house. I don't want him growing up with my child because he is bullying my child. For crying out loud, children fight now. They fight, even from the same father, the same mother. They fight, even twins. They fight. So you cannot say because the kids are, they are fighting, I mean, the other one should be thrown away. No, it's not right. The other one should not be thrown away because a child is a child. And he knows that William is the brother. Just give them a short time before when they are 10 of, they will stop fighting. They will now know, oh, we don't have to fight ourselves. But right now they are kids. I remember when my kids were growing up. Even up to tomorrow, twins fight. Twins that came out from the same womb, the same day. When you see them fighting, you will think, hell is going to be let loose. But yet they reconcile. You will see one of the twins bullying the other one. So will you say because one is bullying one, I should go and throw one away? Up till tomorrow, when my kids start their brouhaha here, one is going this way, the other one is going that way. Eventually they'll come together again. Don't even come between them. Siblings fight, but there's something that connects them. They are siblings. There's no way they will not fight. The tongue and the teeth are in the same mouth. At times the teeth will bite the tongue, and the tongue will cry. Does it mean that the tongue will no longer be in the mouth, the teeth, the same place? So I don't know what is informing the man's decision not to want to see Victor. I don't know. I cannot. You didn't tell us all the story, but I don't see what a 6-year-old child would have done to an adult to warrant him telling you to take him away and then continue marrying you. So where will you keep the child and continue to come and play romance with your husband? Comments, please. I need your comments. Annabelle, this one doesn't deserve you. Let him go. Okay. Rosemary. Lot of concern. Annabelle, maybe the man agreed to marry you because of what he's getting from you. There's no love in that marriage. So if the man wants to go, he should go and leave you alone with your children. Yeah, I don't think the man is not a gold digger like Benson. They said the man is into IT. You know, IT people now, they have money. The man is an IT specialist and he has a job. Annabelle is a caregiver. She has a job. So I don't think it's about money. I don't know what the problem is, you know. And when you adopt a child, because when you marry, did he adopt that child? I don't know, did he ask? I don't know what to ask now, because if he knew that you have a child and he went ahead to marry you, that means he has agreed to accept the child. But I think what you should have done is to make him adopt that child legally. Is there anything like that? After marrying a woman that has a child, there's a way the man can actually adopt that child legally and then that child becomes his. I don't know. Somebody should tell me. Listen, Onya, about some men, Oga, you know, easy. Leave your wife alone. You know she has a child before marriage. Mbo, not right. Rita, so for this Brenda man, they play. Please, Annabelle, your boy is still tender. Don't ever think of separating with him. No, man, don't think I'm. Rosemary wonder, what are we even talking about here? This bend down, Brenda man had eaten this stew and now living white rice. He should stop fooling himself. But there's something he don't tell it. Rosemary, your mother, which one is the stew and which one is the rice? Explain to us, please. You said Brenda has eaten the stew and now he's living white rice. Which one is white rice and which one is the stew? Please explain in the comment section. We need to understand this, your comment. We need to understand this, your comment. Prince Essence, everything happened for a reason. Someone has been loving and accommodating, cannot wake up to demand that Victor be sent away. Maybe brotherhood connection. Benson has inquired about his son, but his son unknown to Annabelle. Maybe Benson has inquired about his son unknown to Annabelle. Okay, so if Benson wants his son, is it Victor? Is it a Brenda he's going to be going to worry? If Benson wants his son, he knows Annabelle. And if it's Annabelle, Benson that is causing the problem, why won't Brenda discuss it with the wife? You need to let the wife know what is happening. You cannot just wake up and say, throw your child away. Or maybe send your child back to the father. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. The father lives in Australia after all, so he can send the child to him. Well, how can you send a child to an irresponsible father that's looking for women that will give him money? He's not going to work. He's not going to provide for the child. So if that is even the reason, why would I give my child to an irresponsible father when I'm alive? No. Rosemary, Mama, you have said it all. Annabelle is a caregiver. Has she stopped giving him some tender loving care? I don't know. I don't know. You know, women too, we have our own issue. But I don't think that's the issue. Because women too have their own issues. When they have their sons like this, they will probably ignore the man. And then again, since Victor's dad is not in the house, maybe Annabelle is paying too much attention to Victor more than he's giving to William and the dad. And you know these Oyibo people. Oyibo people, they know they follow that one play. If you not give them that tender loving care, like Rosemary said, they fit they, they fit they fit kolo. They fit kolo. So at the end of the day, let's know if Annabelle is defaulting in her duty as a woman. Maybe she's paying too much attention to Victor instead of caring for everyone. So let's get the comment. Let's get the comment. So like we said, Annabelle is not going to give the child, take the child back to Kenya. But what can she do to continue to stay with the man? Or should she move out of the house? Or what really can she do? Because it's a tough decision. From every indication, she loves her husband and she loves her children. And she doesn't want to miss both of them. So what can she do? Prince. Those will say at Prince, if you are talking about brotherhood, is the son Victor not part of the Junior Brotherhood League? I don't know. Maybe are you saying maybe Benson is pushing Brenda to put Annabelle under pressure to release the son to him? Is that the brotherhood angle you're coming from, Prince? Are you saying it's possible that Benson is pushing Brendan so that Brendan will put Annabelle under pressure to release Victor to the father? But even at that, Victor is still too young to go to Benson. If Benson wants to go with Victor, Victor should at least get to a certain age where she can take care of himself, because that Benson, I no trust him. Yes, on point, Rose. Luther said, on point, Rose. Lord of Constance, assuming that the two children belong to him, will he throw them away? They are siblings and must fight from time to time, and they will be settled. After all, the man knew from the beginning that that the woman has a child before he married her. Let him say the child is because of the woman. That is coming from Lolo Constance. Chinyere Geraldine, your son will need your care. Don't abandon him anyway because of anything. Don't abandon him anyhow, anyway, because of anything can happen at any time. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So, well, your child is your child. Your child cannot have another mother. Your child can only have you as a mother, right? Your husband can decide to marry another woman. Don't abandon your child because of a man. If he knew, if you hid the fact that you had a child before he married you, then he's reacting like this, then I will understand. But he was in the know that you have a child, and then he decided to marry you, and now he is coming to say, oh, I don't want to start boy again. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. If he doesn't want to get married to you, it's a different game entirely. He can actually move on. But that child, you have rights. You have every right and a duty You owe that child a duty to take care of that child until he comes of age. If you carry your pikin play romance, for old age, now nursing home gets you. These are our kids of nowadays that are not committed to anything. Then you now want to come and abandon one. Then in your old age, you want to come and cry and say, I'm your mother, please. That child will not pay any attention to you because you did not remember that you're a mother when you were leaving him for a man that will eventually leave you. The way I'm seeing the man will eventually leave you because he's looking for every flimsy excuse to leave you. So he's starting with Victor. After you get rid of Victor, now he will start with another one. And one day you come back, you will not see him. Then you start crying blue mother because you have already compromised on the most important things in your life. Eluche Christopher said the woman in question should not give up yet. Rather, she should try and talk to her man to drop the idea because the two boys are still kids. They will soon become best brothers, offsprings of the same womb. Of course, they are still kids. They have to fight. If two kids in the same house don't fight, then they're no longer kids. I say twins fight. I raise twins. I know they fight even as adults now. When they don't agree on certain things, they fight. They will just yab, and then that's the end of it. They might not fight physically, but when they were small, either they are fighting for toy, or they are fighting for attention, or they are doing this and doing that. But as adults, they also disagree. And when they disagree, they come to agree. So for 6 years and 3 years not to fight is a misnomer. They will fight. Maybe over something. And then they will settle. So if you're saying he's bullying your child, does it mean that Victor is not your child because you're not the father? But you knew that the mother had him before you married the mother. So why are you giving them stress? Annabelle, if you're listening, I know it's a tough decision for you to make. You love your child, you love your husband, but your husband is an adult. He can take care of himself. Trust me. You owe it as a duty to protect that innocent child that you brought to the world. Don't gamble with his life and destiny. Don't gamble with his life and destiny. Behold, your child is the only thing that is greater than you. Your child is the only thing that is greater than you after God. He's the only person you can say, instead of touching my child, take me. Some of you to buy my child, buy me. So you cannot compromise on that. I know that a lot of women do it. Once their man say, oh, I don't like this child, they boom, they throw the child away. But in their old age, they want to come out and say, oh, I'm your child, I'm your mother, I'm your father. Listen, you cannot reap what you did not sow. If you don't sow love in the life of a child, for whatever reason, don't expect that in your old age you will reap love. I remember that children of these days, it's there for their body. They are really, these millennial and Gen Z kids, they are very selfish. You are loving them and caring for themselves. They are thinking about themselves alone. How much more when you did not even sow love? They will tell you to your face, Mom, you were not there for me. Dad, you were not there for me. And being there for your child is not just money. If you have money, fine. If you don't have money, give love, give advice, emotion, everything. Take care of that child. So that's what I have to tell you, Annabelle. More comments are coming. If you go to the comment section, you read more. You read more. Annabelle says, Jimmy said, Annabelle, don't you think if Brenda so love you as you claim, you should love whatever is yours? Think about that. However, pray for divine direction. There is nothing God cannot do. Try explaining things to him. If it's truly yours, he will stay, but if not, otherwise let him go. What is there to explain to a man that knows that this is my child and you married me, I told you I had a child? What is there to explain to him? There's something wrong with the man somewhere. If you know one stay, go, but don't leave your child. All right, so before we come to the end of today's program, I'm going to have to tell us, please, can I have the flyer for today's giveaway? Is it this one? Yes. This is week 7. This is week 7 of the giveaway challenge, and the last week, this is the last challenge that we're going to be having for this birthday giveaway. We know that the birthday is fast approaching, and we've been on this thing for the past 7 weeks, and today is the 7th week. And the challenge for this week is creative tribute. Followers are encouraged to create video celebrating Florence Onuma at 60th birthday using specific hashtags. Okay, so what it is, do a video, maybe 30 seconds, 1 minute maximum video, celebrating Florence Onuma at 60 using specific hashtags. So you create your video with a hashtag, post it on your own wall, and then tag Lifereals. Create a video, 30 seconds, 1 minute video, post it on your own wall. It has to be a video. Say something, record yourself, wishing the celebrant happy 60th birthday, post it on your own Facebook wall, and then tag Lifereals. We are going to say it. The best will be shortlisted. And that is the last challenge for this birthday giveaway. Next week, before the week runs out, the list of winners are going to be released, pasted on the walls of Lifereals. Once you see your name, please inbox your account number. I told you guys the first prize will be 20,000 naira, second will be 15, third will be 10, and then 7 other people are going to get 5,000 each. We say we're going to reach 10 people. I can tell you again, this week you can go from the beginning of the challenge and start playing. Overtaking is allowed. The best person will win. Trust me. There's no partiality here. I don't believe in that. The best person will win. So post it on your own page and then tag Lifereals. Do this before, let's say, do this before Wednesday or Thursday to give us time to collate the result so we can post it by Saturday. And then Sunday, we'll start the giveaway. Sunday is the weekend before the birthday. And like I told you, this is cake money. I wish all of you can come here to celebrate with me. But since it's not possible, I want you to know that we are here with you, you know. So post it, and please don't play. Don't play, because somebody must win something. Okay? So we are coming to today's to the end of today's broadcast. You can still put in your comments there. Jimmy, okay. This will have a network, it is stopping. Oh, don't worry. You can read whatever I said, you can play back, read and noted. So yeah, so everybody jump on it. Today is the last week. Make sure you win something. That cake money, make sure you win something. Please, I'm begging you. Everybody will not win, but make sure you win something. Okay, so I'm wishing you guys happy new week. I mean, as you go into the new week, may the Lord go with you, keep you, bless you, preserve you. And may his countenance shine upon you, and may he be merciful unto you. I love you guys plenty, and I want to say a big thank you to those that logged in today. Rita Nsafo, thank you for logging in. Lisa Onyabo, thank you. Ezeme Jimmy, thank you for Geraldine. Thank you, Mr. Christopher Luce. Thank you so much for logging in. Lola Constance, I appreciate you for logging in. Rosemary Obona, the fireworks master, madam, thank you for joining today. The Prince, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Adenika Agbola, thank you. Dr. Victoria, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Stella Isioya, all the way from Germany. Thank you for joining. Chidima Providence Obona, thank you. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Victoria Obudi, my own personal doctor, thank you for joining. Mfonobon Jimmy, thank you for joining. Victoria Eluche, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mr. Godfrey Eluche, thank you for joining. Adenike, thank you. Lisa Onyabo, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Ima Odili, oh my God, thank you for joining. Ima, thank you so much. I appreciate you too for joining all the way from North Carolina. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining Lifereals with Florence Onuma today. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a wonderful outing today. Keep putting your comment there for Annabelle to read so that she can make up her mind on what she wants to do. But my word for you to Annabelle is please stick to your son. He needs you. He's too young. Don't use your son to play the gamble of love because you never can tell that man can still leave you. All right? So love you guys so much. Let's do this again next week. God bless you. I remain your host, Florence Onuma. Peace.
Lifereals with Florence Onuma. One step at a time.
My name is Florence Onuma. I am the anchor of Lifereals. Lifereals was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things up.
Need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
I'm going
think
to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I have been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. There's depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Lifereals, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem.